Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Amber.
I hate you like I'm young.
The ankle's a little mean.
So, thank you so much for tuning on in, you guys. I truly do appreciate y'all. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe or comment. You can probably hear Gooby. He's laying in bed right next to me. So, for this video, we are taking a look at... Could you all hear that sigh? Oh my god. Gooby ASMR. Amberlynn responds to Beck and Casey's live stream. And I think it's also just kind of like a general response to some of the stuff Beck's been saying as well. And yeah, it's a much shorter video than the Beck and Casey live stream. Thank God. She really didn't say much of importance. And thank you so freaking much once again to Apathetic Facts for getting this compiled. Saving my ass, you really are. So yeah, I do apologize that we are still a little behind here. You know, it's very Amberlynn coded. I do apologize. But yeah, I do appreciate y'all. Thank you so freaking much. And let's dive right on into this. Shall we? Now, there was some community posts that she made. I don't really care. She decided, okay, guys, I won't do it behind paywall, so it'll seem more genuine. It wasn't. So she did end up doing a public live stream, and not much was really talked about. It mostly focused on the Beck financial stuff, I'll be for real. I mean, there is a bunch of other stuff, but like talking about real juicy information or important information, I guess a lot of it's just like side tea, which, hey, we're here for it. But yeah, with that, once again, let's dive right on into this, guys. Shall we?
And I'm able to realize that I was not perfect.
Oh Lord, yeah, you are gonna have to listen to a lot of her crying, guys. I do apologize.
But and it's like I hate like having to do like two things at once because
Oh, you poor thing, right? It's so hard.
it makes me feel like my apology or
Also, why is she on her phone the whole time with this? Seems odd.
my accountability isn't real.
What? Well, it kind of does, girl. Are you talking about like having to like say your truth, your side of the matter, and apologize and take accountability? Because those can be two separate things. Your issue is you say some of the right stuff to say, not really. But it's always followed with a but, or this is what they did. Like, to take accountability, you gotta kind of like put shit aside and realize the wrongs that you did in that. And maybe then, you know, more... I don't think accountability needs to be taken on Beck's part, to be honest. And that's why I think she's failing to realize is that Beck doesn't owe Amber anything. Amber owes Beck a lot. So whenever she follows up one of her little fake ass apologies with, but Beck did this, blah, 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 blah. And she's going to do that a shit ton. She said this whole stream was not to bash Beck. That's what it was. I'm going to try to stay relaxed. That's why I got my Gooby next to me. So, yeah.
So anyways, I was going through and I was looking.
Also crazy that she keeps all the fucking text messages, like, bitch. But it's so crazy. It's crazy work that Alexis does it. Okay. Okay, like I said, you two are cut from the same fucking cloth.
For proof of something, which I'll show you. There was this text message I saw where I like sent a big long message to Beck saying like how I felt. It's actually on my other phone.
The issue is, though, Amber, when you express how you feel, that is when you become abusive. You become manipulative when you just explain how you feel. You need to learn to explain how you feel without pushing your own agenda and your own, like, selfish wants in there, because you don't know how to express how you feel without emotionally manipulating someone.
If you guys want to see, I can get up and go get it. In it,
Oh Lord, no, we wouldn't want you to strain yourself.
I was saying how like I like quoted some things that Beck said to me, and one of the things was I wrote down in my notes, at least my family didn't do drugs.
And what did you say to them to warrant a response like that? Because Beck ain't a bitch like that, okay? They're not. So, what did you say to warrant a fucking response like that? Were you ragging on their family or something? Something that you have no right to talk about. You know, seeing as how, yeah, your family was all on drugs. And even the ones that weren't wanted nothing to fucking do with you. So, which is it, Amber? Huh? I would like to know what you sent. Huh? Because you said, oh, a big long fucking paragraph about how I feel. Yeah, well, how did you feel? Let us hear it.
Like Beck would say things like that to me.
Oh, by the way, I did watch this already. So, like, if I'm firing kind of quickly, that's why.
And I forgot that they even said that to me until I was looking at a text message from.
Okay, so then it doesn't fucking matter. It had no real effect on you then if you completely forgot about it. You only remembered it because you went back snooping, looking for something to make yourself mad about. Go fucking figure. Like, you're just sitting here making yourself mad about shit that you should have fucking forgot about 5+ years ago because you weren't, like, the victim in the situation, Amber. That's why you don't remember that shit. That's why it had no fundamental real impact on you. Because you're the abuser. You don't fucking care what your victim says to you.
Like, I think it was like 2020. And I was like, holy fuck.
With all the shit that you said to Beck. Lord.
Neither of us were happy. Oh my God. And then I saw a message from.
Okay, but your unhappiness in a situation you put yourself into does not allow you to turn the table and make Beck more unhappy than you already are. Like, Beck, I mean, I don't think we should push all the blame onto Amber that, like, you know, I think if Amber wasn't in the situation, Beck probably would have, you know, still had mental struggles. We all do. You know what I mean? But being with Amber, I bet you it only, like, intensified it fucking, like, 1,000-fold. I mean, I would not be able to put up with her for literally, I think, 5 minutes. I my patience is very fucking thin, and I should work on that. I should. But with Amber, oh no, absolutely not.
Dana, like Dana was so worried about me. I think it was like 2020. Dana sent me.
I shouldn't say my patience is super thin. Not like that. Not like that. Just with, like, fuck shit like this, my patience is thin. Oh, and look at you going back talking about Dana. She never fucking liked you either, dog.
This whole paragraph of like, because Dana stayed the weekend. Her and Destiny did. It's no. Sorry, I was.
Yeah, make it seem like, oh, Dana was the reason we were hanging out. Okay. Okay.
I can't look at the chat while also talking because then I want to answer your guys' questions.
Wow.
And then I get confused while I'm trying to talk. Dana was like, you are not yourself. Like, I can tell you're not happy. Like, you don't.
Brother, Dana was working for the fucking money. My God, you were paying their rent at one point, you said. Like, yeah, she was sucking your fucking ass like it was her job. Good Christ. I love that, like, the manipulator can't tell when they got.
Deserve to be treated like this. Like Dana, like also saw like a situation where two people were not good to each other, and Dana saw like a big difference in me. A part of me
eye roll. Maybe it was the fact that you got up to 600 pounds and you were free bleeding on the floor, dude. Maybe it was that. Fuck.
wishes that it was just me. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, a part of me wishes it was just me.
It kind of was, though, dude. It kind of was. You could have actually built, like, a pretty, really strong relationship with Beck. You could have. Because, look, they're doing it with someone else right now. You were the problem. Just like you've been the problem in most of the situations in your fucking life. Not all of them. But there's, no denying that you're the issue in your own life.
Was not a good girlfriend, not a good this, not a good that, because then it would just be.
And not even the issue of her own life. And, like, speaking from myself, who, does have depression, does have anxiety, it's hard to, like, maintain relationships, That's not Amber's problem. Amber gets shunned from everyone that she builds a relationship with because of how draining and toxic she is.
So much easier for me to come on here and be like, yep, everything that Beck is saying is 100% true, and this is like exactly how it is, but it's not reality.
Oh well. Oh well. If the abuser saw it differently, I don't really fucking care. That just means you're not aware of the abuse you push onto people, which means you need serious freaking help. That's like, you need help, okay? If you are completely unaware, you don't see it like that, your whole world view does not revolve what everyone else around you is saying, you need professional help.
It's not, and it just like makes it hard. I just need really more than anything to just get all of this like off my chest.
Eye roll. All this, not the 400 pounds though. Okay.
Or I start being like, well, Beck said this, but here's proof that that's not true. I would like to answer some of your guys' questions.
Wasn't the point of this live stream to not do this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, funny how quickly that, divulged into madness.
Oh, Amberlynn is just trying to prove Beck wrong or this and that. Like, no, I want to literally be accountable. I'm completely sober, saying
I want to be accountable. Yeah, go fucking K.
Accountable doesn't make you accountable, correct. That's why, like, I am trying to list off ways that I am accountable. Dana still...
Amber, we don't need a list of fucking reasons why you're accountable. That's stupid. Just take accountability. Just say, yes. Yeah, I did this. And no matter what Beck said to justify it, there was no reason for me to fucking say it. Okay? That's the thing, Amber. Whatever someone says something to you, it does not always justify the response you want to go with. Just because someone is nasty to you, most likely because you were nasty first, does not give you the right to be nasty back.
Your girl, could be true. Where the tears, they're there, and they're messing up my makeup.
I mean, it does give her the right to be nasty back, I guess. But, like, what does that do? Ultimately, what does that do? What does it accomplish? Because, I'll say it, my lazy ass doesn't want to be sitting there fucking arguing about some shit. It's boring, and it most likely leads to nothing. So, it's just not worth it.
So what, you talk about Destiny's brother on drugs. Yes, that was a very, very low point of me, and I should have never done that, and I'm sorry for that. That was a very bad look.
Now, if she had just left it at, I'm very sorry for doing that, okay. That's basically all she has to do for everything is just say, yes, I did it. It was disgusting. Should not have done it. And I'm sorry. That's it. That's how fucking easy it is. But she won't do that. But the whole it wasn't a good look thing, ew. So once again, Amber, wrapping it back up to its effect on you. It wasn't a good look for her. That's what she means. It wasn't a good look for her to say something like that. So once again, all revolving back to Hamby. Go fucking figure.
BPD's hard to handle. But we got this.
Ew. You definitely don't.
It's something we'll always struggle with, but there's way to regulate, and there's
No, you need inpatient, dog. You need to go somewhere and be away.
ways to help with symptoms and etc. You haven't been diagnosed. I have been diagnosed. Well,
Ugh. Is it in the beginning or later on? She actually admits that no, she has never been diagnosed.
you guys are being really sweet, actually. I appreciate that a lot. I was like really nervous, like to come on here. Why are you laughing? I already told you I am a nervous laugher. And I also feel like super like detached from myself in this moment. Read your notes. Did you not prepare anything to say? I did. I thought you only have one phone. I do actually, but I use one phone, which is
See? She's so fucking manipulative with her language, dude. This is why you truly can't trust a single freaking thing she says. Because, well, I use one phone. Lying? Bitch. Ugh. And she just swore up and down. You guys, I only have one phone. I only have one phone. Like, it's this one right here. Only one. Well, here we go. No, she only uses one phone, but she keeps all of them. Because if she turned that shit over anywhere, there's a risk of her getting caught, I'm sure.
this guy. I went into my storage unit and I got my phone from when I was actually dating Beck.
See? And I believe that was actually multiple phones ago. She keeps all the old phones. And I bet you it wasn't in the storage unit either. I bet you it wasn't.
So I went all the way to
Probably keeps it in her fucking bedtime nightstand. They all have their chargers and they're all fully charged.
my storage unit and got
Or she just has one of those like power mats that can charge all the phones at once.
it. Can we see the screenshot? Which one? Okay, fine.
See, this is stupid. This is so stupid. And she wants to blame. She wants to talk shit about Alexis doing this. Okay.
Did you tell Beck your foster parents didn't let you go to Disney? No, Beck is mixing two completely different stories together. There's actually a clip of me, Beck, Ricky, and Eric. We were all
See, I could believe that Amberlynn would tell Beck that story that way. I could believe it.
sitting in the dining room
I don't have much of an opinion on this. Like, it's so petty and fucking stupid, you know? We know Amberlynn is a liar. What more evidence do we fucking need?
table. Well, Ricky was talking about a time that he was in jail, and Beck was like, I don't remember
Ooh, Ricky. Ooh.
this. And Eric was like, how do you not remember that?
That wasn't like a judgmental. That was like, ooh, bad boy.
Me and Eric were like, Beck, like you're always like remembering like certain stories that like three different stories and like combining them into together and like you're not remembering, and that's what's happening. My foster parents were getting their kitchen
That's what's happening. You have a false memory.
renovated, and
But Amberlynn here, who's been struggling with memory issues apparently all of a sudden, oh, she remembers it perfectly fine. Oh, go figure. Oh. Also, I've been seeing a lot of comments. Where the hell's Mama Lynn been lately? Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? Isn't it? Amber, did you blame your mom or her boyfriend, fiance, I don't know, for giving you COVID? I bet you fucking did.
There was
It's all your fault. I'm gonna die.
some sort of like fume type thing that actually made it to where we had to leave and stay in a hotel. Well, they stayed in a hotel. My brother stayed at a friend's house, but they
So why the fuck were you in the garage? Oh my god.
stayed in a hotel.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to pay the cleaning fee left out on a hotel bill after Amberlynn stays there either.
And I stayed in the garage. They stayed at a hotel called the Sheraton, which in Petaluma, California, at the time, that was like the best hotel there was there, et cetera, et cetera. So when I was with Beck, I very much shared that I went to Disneyland.
But she couldn't fit on any of the rides. Although she claims nowadays, yes, she fit on the rides, but back in the day, she admitted in like Crystal Era, I believe, that she could not fit on the rides. And that was leading up to their trip to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, in Virginia or West Virginia, I'm not sure, where she was hoping that she could get on a ride, and then she couldn't, and then she sat there sulking the entire day.
Why were you completely unable to recognize how Beck felt and their emotions for the entirety of your 4-year relationship?
Because she only cares about herself.
Well, you have to be more specific because sometimes I did know exactly how they felt because they told me. And
you're so fucking dumb. Okay, Amber, so then the other times, like, come on. Oh my fucking Christ.
and I'm realizing that there was a lot of times that they lied. I think a really good example.
Well, if they feel pressured to appease you, make you happy all the fucking time, to keep you from nitpicking and pulling them apart and trying to dissect them and manipulate them more, like, then maybe they could be honest with you. But from the very get-go, it seems like you made the relationship not a relationship. So yeah, my boss used to look at me all the time and be like, how are you doing? I'd be like, I'm good. Tear trickles down my face.
That would be like choosy, or like when they would give me like the anxiety massage. It's just like partner emotional regulation. Like,
yeah, but you were still abusive about it. That's the thing. That's the thing. You don't know how to have just a good thing and be appreciative of it. You have to twist it. You have to abuse it to your benefit and to get the most out of it every single fucking time. Do you know how tiring that is to deal with? And then you weren't willing to return the favor. I mean,
making your partner feel good and safe and loved. They really liked when I would do this. So that was,
yeah, but you could hardly do it.
Like my thing that I did for them. And it's like, I almost feel like I was a burden to them.
Yeah, you were. You were. And I don't like to perpetuate that. If anyone out there is listening, if you have BPD or just, even you're just a person, you're not a burden. Don't ever feel like that. Amberlynn, however, yeah, you're a burden. You need to get professional help. And it's not even the fact that, like, you require so much, because I don't even think that makes someone a burden. It's I don't know, it's the energy vampire of it all. She just feeds off of people, and that is a burden to deal with.
Moments that I thought we were actually genuinely bonding. Do you owe Beck $6,000? No. So I guess we can talk about the inheritance. I did talk about this.
Now this is messy.
In my, Beck is saying that I took the inheritance. Me and Beck had a joint account, and it was,
which wouldn't have been necessary if you hadn't been living off of Destiny's bank account as well, correct? Yeah. Okay.
Originally her bank account,
which she uses as a manipulation tactic. It seems like, oh, she's the downtrodden, out of luck one, because, oh, I'm just so poor, I don't even have a bank account. Oh, my girlfriend, yeah, no, she was in control of it the whole time, looking around suspiciously. No, it's a control tactic that she uses. She's not like some sad, out of luck person. She's an adult. She can go get herself a fucking bank account, but she had to leech off 19-year-old destinies.
Bank account. I'm sorry, I'm getting really flustered. And when we got together, I ended up going on their bank account together. So any
Yes, because you were jumping off of destinies because you're a leech.
money that either of us both received went into one area in a
So it could all be spent on your DoorDash.
recent, I don't know if it was video. Beck said how they didn't even have the means to look at the bank to see how.
Now, this is all going to be very, very interesting because Beck has not responded to this. So, there's that. Once Beck does make a response, I'm sure it'll make a lot more sense, but the way Amberlynn is spinning it is not making much sense to me, to be honest. And even if it did happen how Amberlynn says it did, there's still, like, the intent and motive behind it, which is sinister, as it is always with Amberlynn.
Much money was in there, that they had to use my debit card, that I had my own private thing. Those are not true statements.
I don't know. We'd have to look back at the videos from then when she gleefully would show off her card and handing it to Beck to get cash out and this and that. So,
I have a screen.
And even then, you were still abusive about it, being like, well, I need to see a receipt. Show me every receipt from every place that you went. Like,
Shot. I was not able to get into the bank ever.
I don't fucking believe that for one goddamn second.
I have so many screenshots of wondering, how much did I get paid? I would text Becky, how much did I get paid, etc., etc. Beck would literally send me screenshots of our bank, but this is just proof that that was a lie. I said, how much money is in the bank? And here's a screenshot that says, hi, Rebecca, like, etc., etc., showing how much money we had in the bank because I was not able to get into it.
I don't fucking believe that. I don't believe that. Not one goddamn bit.
Never able to see how much went in there, how much I got paid, unless I looked on my AdSense, which is part of YouTube, and that's how you get paid. And we had our own separate debit cards that were in the joint account together.
I mean, even within that, so you were just willfully spending unaware? No wonder you ate yourself back to poor, dude.
Money that Beck received would go into the same spot.
Well, she's not poor. I don't want to perpetuate that. I do apologize. She's not poor by any fucking means. But she's definitely not where she was.
My money went to. I didn't have private anything. This is probably the one of the.
And the crazy thing is that all that money coming in was not that long ago. Okay? It was not that long ago. That's crazy that she's already blown through it all. She didn't turn it into anything. It literally all just went to food. My God, I mean, money comes and goes, so spend it when you get it, you know? That's my philosophy. Not really. But like, if you really want something, allow yourself to have it. Within reason, of course. Amber just, oh my God. It was just food and nonsense. Just hordes and hordes of nonsense for no reason. It's ridiculous.
Biggest lies. Here we have it, where I say, how much money is in the bank? Here it says, hi, Rebecca, because this is their account right here, which we shared, but I could not.
All the misgendering in this, oh my Lord.
Get into it. So I have so many screenshots.
See, I don't believe this. I just don't.
Of Beck sending me screenshots of the bank.
I'm going to need Beck to either confirm or deny. Sorry, but they're the more trustworthy source in all of this. I'm going to listen to them.
I couldn't see it. Oh, wait. Okay, I talked about this. So I'm going to cross this off. We can say that, like, I was abusive and controlling because I was very controlling of their time. But never once have I ever been financially abusive.
Lie.
We have been equally so bad with money.
Amber, the thing is, there is evidence of you being manipulative, at least, and manipulation leads to abuse. So, no, there is proof of that. When you were talking about the car in the live streams after y'all broke up, same live stream where we found out Beck had been wiping your ass the whole damn time. Yeah. When you said, who paid for the car? That right there. And I can imagine that you're 100 times worse off of camera. So, crock a fucking shit.
That's why I have nothing to literally show for anything. I literally bought them a car. I buy love.
You needed to buy a car because the one that they had wouldn't fit you. There we go.
I have bought people with money. I have bought love. I have bought friendships. I have bought laughter. I have bought time with
That's gross.
people.
And you hold it over their head. It's always a manipulation tactic for you. Yeah.
Because of money. That's how it's all.
Wait, Beck did a live stream, didn't they? Didn't they? I might have to check that out. Maybe they did respond to all this. Oh, Lord. Stuff has been happening so fast lately, guys.
I have never been a greedy person when it comes to money.
No, you give it away so easily, but you expect, like, a soul contract in return. Or just their undying friendship and gratitude in return. That's nasty. No one owes you anything for that.
Almost like I got a kick out of giving people money and like going on shopping sprees and like, what? I don't know. Speechless. When I got with Beck, they had a car, but they wanted something better. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. So here, well, see, I can't show you because then that shows like bank information. Someone said we haven't learned a damn thing.
I mean, that part.
Beck has lied. And I know a lot of people like, I can't show the bank information, but literally what I crossed out is me talking.
Wasn't this whole stream, once again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. Wasn't this whole stream not to bash Beck? Huh?
Talking about, is your food cold or gross, or did you just order it? The wax melt thing in the living room is broken and spilling onto the bulb. So that's that. I'm sure someone.
And your big ass couldn't get up?
Like screenshot it.
What? I'm not doing all that.
So nothing special there. I'll just read it. I just want you to know that I was in love with you and I was heartbroken, and I even am now.
Look at the like weird creepy grin on her face as she reads this.
To know that I was in love with you and I was heartbroken, and I even am now. I wrote this to Beck, by the way. I even am now, as I am realizing I am losing someone I thought was family. I truly think you are one of the best people I've ever known, and I would be grateful for you till the day I die.
Girl, was this after an argument or before you needed something? Because that makes the world of fucking difference.
You were there for me during the most hardest times of my life. I will continue to be sorry for everything hard I put you through. I will forever miss you, Becky.
Ugh.
So that's awkward. Beck says that.
And what was that? What was that? You needed something from them? Like, come on, Amber.
They wiped me. Okay, so story time on that. Beck started wiping me after my hysterectomy, and it continued on after that. This part is embarrassing, and this part I am going to be accountable. My hysterectomy. Okay, so wiping.
Accountable for what? For what? The fact that you let yourself get to that point? That you couldn't even care for yourself? Yeah, we know.
Okay, I'm so embarrassed. Holy fuck. Wiping for me has always been extremely hard.
She's only sharing this information so that hopefully the shock value of it all will wash over the rest of the abuse. To be honest, the ass wiping, while fucking terrible, isn't the worst of the abuse. It kind of isn't. It's the fact that she was so fucking terrible to Beck while asking Beck to do these things. These very intimate, personal, but necessary things that kind of shouldn't be pushed onto a partner, but I understand, like, situations, you know, I get it. But Amber was still a see you next Tuesday. That's the part that I don't get. She owes her life to Beck. And yet she acts like Beck is the one that owes her. It's crazy.
As a bigger girl, obviously. If you were bigger, my size, it's hard. When I was about to get my hysterectomy, that was a big thing for me that I was like, how am I going to be able to wipe myself? Because it's hard already.
But you were leading on the lie. It was a lie that you had no difficulty. You were like, guys, I wipe like everyone else. But it's always been an issue. Go figure.
I'm not going to be able to. At the time, I was like, Becky, like...
So you're going to tell me Destiny was carpet munching when she was having trouble? Okay.
Are you going...
I don't know. Maybe Destiny could answer that. Like, was there a point in the relationship where, like, the physical intimacy just completely stopped? Because there had to be, right? There had to be. The whole month she didn't shower, I don't want to fucking think about it.
To be able to do this for me. Like, I'm really embarrassed about it. And they were like, of course. When I was healing, I physically could not do it. Beck did it for me. And
there's no problem in that. There really isn't. The problem is you were still a see you next Tuesday.
But my mom, me not being able to wipe for, it was like, honestly, a few weeks. Already something that was...
A few weeks? But Beck wiped you for basically a year? Okay.
Already so hard for me.
But also you needed help in the bathroom way before then anyways.
I kind of lost the ability to do it. I was literally shook because I remember when I was noticing like my healing was getting better, like everything was going great, like holy fuck, wait a minute. I like have lost the ability to like do this. Obviously after time I was able to figure that out again.
Figure that out again. But even then, that wasn't a wake-up call. It wasn't. Being stuck to a bed, unable to bathe yourself, bleeding out, wasn't a wake-up call. Not being able to wipe yourself in a time of need wasn't a wake-up call. Having to relearn how to wipe yourself wasn't a wake-up call. Girl, you're fucked.
I would say Beck wiped me for, I would say, a good 9 months. I also did very embarrassing things for Beck.
Like, what could possibly, like, what, girl? What? Let's be so fucking for real.
That's what you do when you're in a 5-year relationship. That is what you are going to do. Moral of the story.
Once again, the issue is the manipulation and the abuse of it all. Beck did not feel like they had a choice. They had to help you because it wasn't that you're incapable. We see you're living on your own. You're somewhat fucking capable. You just didn't want to do it because Beck was there. Because Beck would do it and you didn't want to. Even though it's your own bodily functions. It's fucking crazy.
It's my fault because of my size. Because if it wasn't for my size, like that would have never have had to happen.
And yet, still, not a wake-up call.
Then this goes down to people asking, like, did Feline do that? No, because like I said, Beck did it for because eventually I was able to do it again. That is the only thing they helped me with.
I don't believe it, and I don't believe that Beck was the only one. I don't. No.
2019, they got me a bucket with some water twice to like...
Twice? Girl, you said it was months. What? So in those months, you only washed yourself with a rag twice? Oh, lovely.
Help wash myself because that was during a hard time as well. But never...
So how many hard times within 5 years can we possibly go through, Amber, before you wake up and do something about it?
Never ever once did I have them bathe me, shower me, and
because you couldn't. Because you couldn't fit. That's why.
It did, I would tell you, because I just told you the most embarrassing thing. Like if someone had like into my head and said, what is your biggest secret ever? It would
Yeah, it's not that. I can guarantee you it is not that.
have been that. I had a partner who wiped me for 9 months. Beck said how I always
And you were still so goddamn ungrateful to them about it.
went through their phone, and how I would never let them go through mine. I would go through Beck's phone, and I also did it to past partners as well.
Shocker. And you did it to current and future partners. You said Emily offered up her phone to you. Yeah, I bet.
Not a good look. Very.
Once again, not a good look for Amber. Okay, it's all about her.
Not a good look. But the part about Beck saying they were never allowed to go through my phone, they were never allowed to read my journals, is a lie. I have proof. So
I don't believe it.
this journal, this isn't like a fake story time. On July 24th of 2021,
This is why she keeps the journals, y'all. It's so she can keep track of every little freaking thing. She's psychotic.
I think I'm done reading this journal to Becky. This shit has gotten kind of deep, and I want to go even deeper. There are some things I don't want Becky knowing, mainly because I'm embarrassed. I haven't told Becky she will no longer be reading this journal, but I should probably tell her soon. So obviously I don't want to show you guys what else it says in here, so I took a screenshot of the actual page, but I took out everything else. So again, July
I'd love to get my hands on that freaking journal, y'all.
24th, 2021, and this is when I started meeting Feline. So I was like writing things about Feline, and I was like, this is awkward. Why would I let Becky read this?
Who fucking cares, girl? Read it.
Obviously I can't show proof of everything under the sun. Like, that's not possible. Someone said your handwriting sucks. Sorry. So the red is just me blocking out stuff that, you guys, that's embarrassing. I can't show the whole journal entry.
Why not?
Like, if this was Beck and they were like, I have a journal entry to prove that Amberlynn did this, people.
It sounds crazy because it is. You're crazy, okay? And your own words written down in a book does not make them any more credible.
Would be eating that up, like, literally. I said, I'm seriously so confused about my emotions right now. I like Feline more than I thought I would. So when she randomly said she wants to be single because she can't commit.
So Amber, I find it interesting that Amber 1000% wrote down Jade, Feline's real name. She can make the mental distinction to change it to Feline, because this was long before the Feline nickname ever became a thing. But she can't make the mental distinction to not dead name and misgender Beck. Okay, just make that be known, okay? I do think that is worth noting.
My heart dropped. This is some tea. I just don't understand, because everything.
How the fuck is that tea? No one cares.
We do is, like, we're in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship either, but I also don't want her talking to anyone else. It seems like she
Of course you don't.
wants to meet me sooner than I had expected.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm just not ready for that. There's so many things I need to change and improve before we can even plan it. I don't feel like the person I am. I feel like I'm worthy of
What do you mean? You're exactly the person you are, girl.
love and attraction and sex. But then I remember who I really am and what I look like, and I lose all of that.
Well, work on it. The fuck?
I'm fat, I feel gross, I'm unhealthy, and the list goes on. No one
Oh my god, the tears just for herself. Go freaking figure, dude. Oh my god.
is gonna want me the way I am now. God.
Amber, it's not even that. No one's gonna want you the way you are now because you're abusive. That's why. Hope that helps.
So I need to change. I fucked up by being in such a rut for so many years of my life. I regret it all so much. I hate that I cannot experience the shit I want to experience, all because of my weight. It has literally ruined everything. Here it is. The full shabam. That got to read my full-fledged journal entries.
For a period, and then you stopped her. Stopped them. Sorry. You stopped them. So, the fuck? Oh my god, Amby. This is like giving me a fucking headache. One of those ice pick headaches Beck was talking about. Fuck.
Even though they're telling everyone that they didn't. They're allowed to, like, lie about stuff because the tea is piping. Behind
Huh?
my back, Beck admitted to using me for money. And that is the only reason why they were with me.
And you admitted to them that you didn't want to be with someone like them. You wouldn't even associate yourself with someone like them if you weren't in the body that you were in. Yeah, after hearing that, I would say, okay, well, you're just a fucking paycheck.
Beck literally called me a fat fucking bitch.
Yeah, I believe it. Probably warranted too.
And that genuinely shocked me. Beck would like.
And what did you say before that, Amberlynn? My fucking God. No one feels bad for you. Really, no one does. All right? Half the things that Beck said, we probably have thought it too. So,
during an argument would say kind of harsh things, obviously, but never like vulgar. So
no, that was probably all you.
when I heard like using me for money, like low key, it felt like it made sense to me. I would tell them, like, get a job. Like, I could
bullshit.
Oh, you're bored. They tried Uber, but they only did it like twice. And I'm like,
once again, we're just bashing back.
I always try to be super supportive with their passions. Like, I bought them all kinds of like this art stuff so they could start an art business. Let me take off that part about.
Well, shit, dude. Beck better have been seeing some return, some payback. I mean, you were claiming that you were taking care of everything. They better have been getting spoiled too out of it. You were.
The journal, real quick. Did you ban Beck from watching reaction channels? No. Beck literally doxed Zachary Michael's like full name in one of my YouTube videos, and there's literally a clip of it, and I was.
You left it in. So who's the one that doxed? The person that it probably slipped out from, or the person that allowed it to be posted and then monetized to a large audience? Yeah, Amber, you're responsible.
Like, so confused because I didn't even know Zach's full name. Like, how did Beck know it over me? Beck,
I'm gonna call BS on that.
I bathed you for 4 years. Of course, you became a burden. Ashley, that is not true. Beck never bathed me and only wiped me for about 9 months, which is a long time. And I've never been someone that's like, my money, my money. Did it say,
okay,
come wipe me? Huh? Why is it only okay for them to share their story, but I'm not able to?
Because you're an abuser. Fuck.
A lot of people are like, well, it's because you're an abuser.
Stole the words right out of my mouth. Jesus.
Beck is like a victim. Remember when I shared my story about Casey, and I still stand by every single thing I said about Casey.
Doubling down on false Rain and Petals eavesdrop allegations. Not fucking good. Ew.
I still stand by that. No one believed me. I am.
And no one does now. Okay? And no one especially believes you ever since you went on a whole spree of, oh, yeah, my dad's friends did it. Oh, no, then it was a cousin. Oh, no, then it was my dad's friends. And then, oh, no, no one ever touched me. Which is it, Amber?
Always, in the eyes of everyone else, the abuser to everybody.
Yeah, because we see your actions and just how you operate. You're not that slick, dog.
I'm always the bad guy. Oh, yo, mama, hi, I didn't even know you were in here.
Eye roll.
What do you want me to do? I am 500 pounds, Zach. What do you want me to do in a...
lose weight? The fuck?
YouTube video. Like, I don't get it. I'm doing the best I can in all areas of my life right now.
And your best isn't good enough. Hope that helps. Sometimes your best is not good enough when other people are relying on you to do something. It doesn't really matter what, but in this case, just take fucking accountability so that people can possibly heal and move on. And taking accountability for Amber is so much more than saying I'm sorry. It's going and getting help. Until she goes and gets help, I don't think people are going to feel closure about the abuse that she put them through. Not in a full sense, because you're always going to have that lingering feeling of like, Is she continuing this on other people?
Like, as you guys know, I don't want to talk about this, but I was in Wisconsin and I chose to come home myself because
Yeah, because you didn't care about your cat.
I love living by myself. Yes, obviously I missed at the time, like I missed Wisconsin and
I don't think it was her choice. I really fucking don't.
Don't get me crying. We're gonna start
eye roll.
crying about something else. But like I genuinely like I've learned to like love time with just me.
Okay.
Things. So why did you make Beck drive you around when they were in renal failure and over medicated? So Beck, I was with Beck for almost 5 years. Beck was over medicated for 3 months. That is it. I should have never ever asked for anything. But
binge monster couldn't help.
They're so perfect, Amber. No skeletons in their closet. It's all you and the Catholic school they went to. That's why they're struggling. Yeah, no one.
What?
It's perfect. You've said that you can do everything a normal person can. Has that changed then? Every single thing that a normal person. Okay, well, I mean, there's a lot of
normal
things that I can't do. Let's be real. Can't skydive. A lot of roller coasters I probably
can hardly wipe your own ass.
And go on, etc., etc. Like the list can go on. Normal everyday activities.
Can hardly fit into a car. Can hardly walk for 5 minutes. Like, Amber, there are daily things that you should be able to do, but you can't, okay? And it's not because of any real, like, disability. That's the fucked thing. You got yourself to this point. You got to get yourself out of it.
I can do every single one of them by myself without any help, but everything is hard.
Still, that enough should be fucking motivation to get the weight off.
Harder than it should be. I said in my members live stream that Beck and I were friends for a year after we broke up. Beck did not want me telling anyone, obviously, because of...
I don't know as though I necessarily believe this, but it also sounds like Beck was still needing financial help, and I mean, it's the least that fucking Amber could do.
Backlash. And Beck was like, that never happened. We were not friends at all. I never said that. So I have a
I believe Beck.
Screenshot of that being true. So it was April 17th, 2022, almost a year after we broke up. I sent Beck, I am literally getting harassed because people think I lied about us still being friends. Why can't I just tell them?
I mean, unless you're going to show the actual message, I don't know.
I wasn't lying. This sucks so bad. And Beck said, it's best that they don't know. As sad as it is, that would kill my channel. I do not want them knowing because they'll just make it an even bigger, more messy thing. I'm going to address that I saw you and have the rings, but we don't hang out, dude. That's just how it has to be. That's...
Huh? This isn't making it sound like how Amber's making it sound.
What they have to know, because YouTube is my only income and I'm only getting $200. And at the time, Beck was saying that they had a job, even though they didn't. And
she ain't showing any of these messages.
Said, but what about the backlash I'm getting for lying, even though I'm not lying? And Beck said, if this comes out, it would be even less. Talking about money. And I'm like, I'm literally choosing you over myself. So
I'm going to say that none of this happened.
I stayed with the lie. It's not irrelevant when Beck literally said last night that it's not true. And then this is where they said that they lost their job and YouTube didn't know about it. You guys thought that they still was working.
Huh? Okay, so she's showing the message. Does it say the date on there? 2022. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for a back response.
At this point, y'all both messy. I'm very messy.
I mean, we've known that, haven't we? Like, Amber's messy. Anyone that really wants to get involved with that gotta be a little messy too, right? Just a little.
Literally messy. I was toxic. Like, they will not see any like wrongdoing in Beck. Beck clearly wiped you. See, this is like that moment where I was like,
that's what she wanted though. That's what she wants. She wants people to focus on the ha ha, Beck wiped your ass, and not the, oh, you were fully abusing them. Okay.
I literally almost slipped, and I was like, you know what I did? You know what I did for them? Oh, but I can't. I would never. They were like, oh, there's something else I want to
I would never. Let me continue to just talk shit.
talk to you guys about. Giggle, giggle. This is good. I'll have to save it for later, though. That's what they said in the live stream. It's stuff that I'm holding on to just in case. Laugh, laugh, laugh. So I just wanted to, I'll save Beck the trouble, and I'll do it. Beck wants to talk about a time that I had bed bugs. When
Ew.
I was with
Multiple times.
Destiny and we were living in the townhomes, I moved my bed up against.
How many times has she gotten freaking bed bugs, dude? Holy shit. Bed bugs, fleas. She's just a fucking infestation. Can you imagine what her apartment is like now?
You guys know, like the little cable thing, like how there's like holes through it. How we found out I had bed bugs? They wouldn't touch me. They never bit me. Not.
Okay, I call bullshit, but imagine if she was just so fucking nasty that not even the bed bugs wanted her. That's crazy.
One time, but Beck, when we first started dating, they would come over and they would always leave with like little bites on them.
Ew. Ew.
So I could not find anything.
She's just sharing these gross stories, but ones that aren't really that crazy. Like, we already been knew about most of it. Just to, like, give shock value. But she's not doing anything here.
Go over, and I look by the cable hole, and there's bed bugs coming. They're coming through the cable hole and going onto the mattress, because I'm not. Destiny knows this, and Beck knows this. The neighbor next to me, they had cockroaches, they had bed bugs. Like, that's how I got rarity, because they threw a bunch of kittens outside in a storm. Y'all acting like you ain't never had lice. I had lice so bad when I was in kindergarten. They sent me home like 9 million times. I guess Beck said
that's not her fault. That is not her fault. But goddamn, is it disgusting.
Oh, they were never actually in love with me, and they never actually loved me. I did not watch the Casey live stream. I physically can't. I don't want anything to do with Casey. No.
Yeah, I bet.
Beck first messaged me.
Oh, he doesn't really want much to fucking do with you either, dog.
February 21st. And it was April. It was the second time I've ever met Beck in person. And they were staying the night with me. And we were making out on my bed. They were trying to go further than that. And I literally told them, I was like, I can't do this unless like I'm actually in a relationship with someone. That's just.
What a crock of shit. What a crock of shit. And girl, don't be going making Beck sound like the sexually persuasive one. We all know how you operate.
Like how it's always been for me.
Okay, how it's always been? How it's always been. But you can have phone sex with random men. You can send nudes to people. You send nudes to your own friends, dog. Weird sexual videos to them. Like, no one's buying this. You're a fucking nympho, but like a creepy ass one. You're not just like, sex minded. You're a sex criminal.
It was not an hour later. That was when Beck asked me to be their girlfriend. I don't understand the situation. How?
Oh, so are you saying Beck just asked you to be their girlfriend so they could fuck? So that they could get inside those oh so crusty panties? Okay. They wanted a bit of that dainty bush.
Did I force them to ask? I literally just said, like, I don't feel comfortable being intimate to that like degree unless
to that like agree.
Like I'm in a like. Did you force Beck into a relationship? Absolutely not. You can't
kind of did
force someone into a relationship.
You can strong arm them. You can manipulate them. Yes, you 1,000% can, Amber.
How pissed was your mama's wife when she found you flirting with him in the DMs? I've never flirted with your mom in the DMs. I don't even know how to contact him. I have never
Girl, you do be flirting.
talked to him privately, ever. Ever. So, what? You didn't say what happened to the 6K. All you said was you shared a bank account. The 6K just went into the bank account.
And then it went to DoorDash. Duh.
I don't know. It went into the bank account. But I remember Beck recently
It went into the bank account and then just poof, was magically gone. Never heard from again.
saying like they wanted to do things for their mother with that money. They got tattoos, went to the cabin, and we would buy cute little gifts to put next to the headstone, and like
That definitely does not equal $6,000, bitch.
things like that. Like it didn't come out to 6K, no, but like they were free to do whatever they wanted.
Except they weren't, Amber, because you had time limits. You wouldn't allow them to go do things, and if you couldn't physically do it, which you can't do, well, ugh. Oh my god. Ugh.
He was like, baby, like we're in a relationship together. Like you can't keep paying for your ex's stuff. Like
Feline was more worried about her future paychecks, no doubt.
this was months after me and Beck finally broke up. And so obviously I had to take the debit card. I don't think I ever threw it away. And it literally...
No, she goes and pulls it out. She retains everything, dude. She's a freaking hoarder, but she uses it all to manipulate people. It's disgusting.
says Beck's name right on it because we had our own separate...
You had your own separate cards. Yes, Amber. Just like you and Destiny had your own separate cards, even though you were leeching off of her bank account as well. Yes, correct.
Because I still paid for the car, I paid for the insurance, I paid for the car payment, gas, I'm not even gonna say that, food, etc., months after we broke up. And Feline was like, this is just getting weird.
All right. Oh my god. Thank God. That's the end. Y'all, that live stream really pissed me off. It's just... It turned into what she said it wasn't going to be very freaking quickly, and then of course she just ran with it. She can't help herself. She absolutely can't. But I do want to know your thoughts on this, guys. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that like I just personally feel like I couldn't speak on because we don't know Beck's side of it, and we're gonna have to kind of wait till that. Or I'll go check out their latest live stream and do all that. But thank you so much for tuning on in, you guys. I truly do appreciate y'all. I hope everyone is having a wonderful... I hope everyone is having a wonderful day or night, you know, whenever you're checking this out. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Become a... I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.